Hello everyone, yours truly, Chrislevi13. And last week, in part 1 of this 3-part video series, I talked about my favorite game and console of all time. The game was Kingdom Hearts, and the console was the console that the Kingdom Hearts came on, and that was the PlayStation 2, aka the PS2. Well, today, I'm going to dive deeper into why the PlayStation 2 is my favorite system of all time. And next week, we'll be diving deeper into why Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game of all time, because that initial part 1 didn't get as deep as I could have of why these are my favorites of all time. So with that being said, all of you watching, sit back, relax, hopefully you will enjoy this, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button to see weekly content from yours truly, and live streams happening each and every single week at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. So with that being said, let's talk about the PlayStation 2. It was released in the year 2000. I got some stuff pulled up over here. It was released in the year 2000. It was released in Japan on March 4th, North America on October 20th, Europe on November 24th, and Australia on November 30th. And that was just the original fat model. The slim model was released in 2004, 4 years after the fat model of the PlayStation 2 was out. And it was released in Europe on October 29th, Japan November 3rd, North America November 25th, and the Australia on December 2nd. And its retail availability was from the year 2000 all the way to the year 2013. So when they're coming out with getting ready for PS4s, Xbox Ones, Nintendo Wii U's, PlayStation 3s, Xbox, Xbox 360s, all this jazz, they're still making what? PlayStation 2s until the year 2003. And it was discontinued manufacturing on the year Japan, December 28, 2012. Worldwide, January 4th, 2013. Approximate units sold for the system was 155 million as of March 31st, 2012. And it was able to play the games, but also CDs and DVDs as well. Well, you could add a 40 gigabyte hard drive already. You had an 8 megabyte memory card, because systems don't have memory cards anymore. You just upload them to, if you have an Xbox or something like that, you just upload it to the cloud. And it was just a really cool system. I mean, let me see, it said it somewhere right here. When that system released in 2000, it was going up against Sega's Dreamcast, Microsoft's Xbox, and Nintendo's GameCube in the 6th generation of video games. And this is the system when it was the first system that I knew was mine, because me and my brother got a PlayStation 1, but we got it for Christmas, and each of us got different parts of the PlayStation 1, so our parents would be like, hey, it's both of y'all's system. But whenever we got to the next thing, I got a PlayStation 2. He got an Xbox. And I loved my fat PlayStation. I played my fat PlayStation until it burnt out, stopped working, and then we had to go to the local Best Buy and trade it in and get me a new one, because we had warranty. We made sure to get a warranty on all our systems. Those warranties aren't good anymore, but yeah. And I'm about to show you all what I have still from my PlayStation. I don't have everything because I'm going to tell you why. But I'm going to show you what I have. I still have 2 non-working PlayStation Slims. Let me get over here so I can make sure that I'm holding this stuff up right real quick. But I still have 2 PlayStation Slims. 2 of them. This one right, and I put tape on them so we know that they're our memory cards, because I think I had a friend people that might play on them, and bring their memory card. But this is mine. This is my dad's, and these are 2 PlayStation 2s. If there's any way that I can know how to get these working, I wouldn't have to buy me a new PlayStation. But I'm looking for it. But I am on the search for a working, in good condition PlayStation 2. Unless somebody out there knows how to get these working, tell me. Message me somewhere on social media at Chrislevi13. I have 2 PlayStation 2 Slims. Let me see if these even have I haven't even opened up. But if you want to open them up, see, this is how it looked on the inside when you open it up. It had that, and it had an Ethernet port on the back of it. It had thing so you can get your multi-out, you know, the charger, you know, and all the outputs on the back of it. Hopefully you see all that well. I know it's kind of hard to see. That's probably better if you do it, if I hold it like that, you know. And then it's got two memory card slots, 2 controller slots, 2 USB slots. Yeah, sensor right there, all that good stuff, you know. I have 1, 2, 3 controllers. I have a wireless controller, one of the first PlayStation wireless controllers. It's big. It's a big fat controller, but it worked, and I loved it. I played with this more than I played with that other controller, you know. I had the DVD remote. I have some other cords laying for it, you know, for all that stuff to work. I had all that jazz, and then I pull up the box. See this box right here? I've had it sitting in the drawer up under my entertainment center for about 5 years. But this is my PlayStation 2 stuff. And since I've been focusing this channel more around gaming and seeing people play all these retro games, it's been what made me talk about this. But man, I got a bunch of games in here. Now, I don't have the cream of the crop as it comes to PS2, but I have what I enjoyed at the time, you know, because I have a much different, vast enjoyment for all types of games now than I did as a child. You know, but I have stuff like Need for Speed Most Wanted. Would love to see that remastered. I got Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. One of my favorite Dragon Ball Z games of all time. One of my favorite, even though people can say things about this, one of my favorite Tony Hawk games of all time, other than the Underground Ground and Tony Hawk 2. I've got a NASCAR game. I love playing those. But me and my dad love playing those games. Obviously I got the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I got the little DVD player disc. I have make sure the network worked on it, you know. I'm not gonna show every game that I got, but I'll show you some of them. I got the original Star Wars Battlefront, the good Star Wars Battlefront. One of my favorite racing games, like Jak X Combat Racing. Jak 2, my favorite Jak and Dexter game of all time. Ratchet and Clank, love that series. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, that's up your arsenals. I've got Need for Speed Underground, Star Wars, the Lego the video game. I've got SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. I got Star Wars Battlefront 2. And most of these games are complete in box with the manual and this. And man, games don't come with manuals. These manuals are fat and actually tell you stuff about the game. I've got Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories, Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, my favorite Splinter Cell game. NASCAR 08. I've got SmackDown vs. Raw. I've got Need for Speed Underground 2. I've got Soul Calibur 3. I've got Guitar Hero 3. Ford Racing. Corvette, another NASCAR game from 06. Which actually in the 06 game, Total Team Control, you can actually put the headset on and talk through the headset, which I got over there. And for the racing games, I love the racing games so much that I did not pull it out of the entertainment center, but I have the pedals and the controller and the driving wheel that you could get for the PlayStation 2. I have Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. That was a good game. I have The Bouncer by Squaresoft. Super Truck Racing, which if y'all want to know what the CC, it's one of those silly games, you know. I have Guitar Hero World Tour. My favorite Hulk game. I have Vex, one of my favorite platformers of all time. And I'll be speaking about why it's one of my favorite platforms of all time in a future video. I've got my favorite Scooby-Doo game that I've ever played. Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Fights. I actually played that game and I really enjoyed it. I've got a really fun Spider-Man game, even though it's the greatest hits, it's Spider-Man 2. I've got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. ATV Off-Road Fury, a very fun game. I've got, you know, I've been seeing Gamerthon play can't think of the game, but the predecessor to those games, the Marvel Assault or something like that, or Marvel Superheroes Assemble, Marvel's Assemble, something like that kind of game, where it just X-Men characters, but it's pre-sequel to that was the X-Men Legends series, which is my favorite X-Men game series. I like the X-Men Legends and X-Men Legends 2, even though I don't have it. So let me put all these back in the box. But yeah, if I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. I have like I almost have 40-something games. 40-something games here. Let me get them all back in the box here. But yeah, I have 40-something PlayStation 2 games sitting there. And that is my favorite system of all time. The graphics on it were it's like when you had PlayStation 1 and then when it went to here, it's like, I don't know what's up with that. Sorry about that. My thing not working. Okay, sorry about that for a moment there. But yeah, when you went from the PlayStation 1 to the PlayStation 2, it had so much more features. You could sit there and play CDs, games, DVDs, and I did all that. If I wanted to listen to my CD, did I put it in the CD player? No, I put it in my PlayStation. If I wanted to watch a movie, what I do? Put it in my PlayStation. If I wanted to play a game, what I do? I put it in my PlayStation. I remember sitting in this very room with when I had an old entertainment TV and a fat TV, and I played Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Jack and Dexter games, Ratchet and Clank games, Hulk games, racing games, sitting on the floor, playing those games, immersing myself in these worlds. Everything from school to personal life to family, I didn't think about. I was sitting here focused playing these games for hours, days, nights, you know. My parents would tell me to go to bed and I would still try to play these games. I love the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 is part of my heart. You know, that's why this year my goal is, if I don't know if anybody out there that ever watched this video would know how to fix those PlayStations. If they did, I would send them both of them to get them fixed. You know, but that's why I'm on the lookout for a good quality used PlayStation 2, because I've looked at ones that aren't been used and they're a little rich for my money. I have around 50 to maybe 150 that I could spend on a used PlayStation 2. And I'm looking for one because I want to start a collection of PlayStation 2 games that I didn't get to experience. And maybe some of these games, if they don't work because they're scratched up, getting newer copies of these games, because I see Your Player 2 and many others do pickup videos, and I love seeing them pick to these games. But the PlayStation 2 was the first backwards compatible one. I think maybe been the first backwards compatible system where it could play all of the PS1 games as well, and I just loved it. You know, I mean, even the Final Fantasy games. I mean, my brother had friends that played them, and then the way they looked on the PlayStation 2 were so. I mean, my favorite Final Fantasy game is Final Fantasy X and X2, and all that jazz. It was just really, really cool. You know, let me take a sip of my drink real quick. So, did you like the PS2? So all in all, that is my favorite system. That is what I have for that system. So I am on the lookout for a working PS2, and then I'm gonna have to get it work through HDMI so I can stream it for you all. But did you like the PlayStation 2? What are your memories of the PlayStation 2? And my question is, to end this video, is what is your favorite system of all time? Use that comment section down below. I want it to blow up if you watch this video. But anyway, I've been Chrislevi13. I've been sharing part of my heart with you, always talking about my favorite system of all time, and it's just phenomenal that even up to the year 2013, 2014, they were still releasing games for that. And the PlayStation was on the PlayStation 3, getting ready for the PlayStation 4 at the time. That is mind-blowing. But anyway, I'm Chrislevi13. I'll talk to you all later. See you later. And remember, what do I tell you at the end of my videos? What I've been doing? Well, I mean, you're all cool, but I try to tell you all what? Stay awesome! Thank you all for watching.